What's happening, guys? We're diving back into another Michigan beer. It's going to be all exclusive from the all-day variety pack. It's going to be Founders All-Day West Coast Session West Coast IPA, guys. So we all know the famous all-day IPA Session Ale, one of my favorites that has ever been released into market. That's been there for a long time. Now Founders, the large company, Founders, has released the West Coast version, which is strange because I thought all-day IPA was always kind of West Coasty in its own right. But now we have a brand spanking new variety that is strictly West Coast version. And I do apologize for the lighting. Usually I film down here in the dark because back there, that's terrible for the proper lighting right now. So it's going to be kind of dark. Sorry, guys. Bear with it. It is what it is. I want to do a couple reviews for you guys today. So canned on 1/20/23 on the bottom. Very disappointing as this was just released into distribution. Today's March 15th, so this is nearly 2 months old, which just grinds my gears. Like, dude, this was just released. How is it not like a month fresh easily? But I guess they were gearing up a long couple months ago because they were already throwing this into a can, getting it ready for the distribution drop. So it is what it is. I don't know how I can get this fresher because this is the only way you can get it in those 12 packs. I believe it's a 12 pack. So here we are diving into the West Coast version of the all-day IPA. Let's see what it's about, guys. And we have proper glassware, Pourmichiganbeer, absolutely. So actually, 4.7% and 35 IBUs. So I guess I didn't even look at that at first, but it is very proper. I think that is the exact same as all-day IPA. So I wonder if it's the same hops. Let's see what's going on here. I'm wrong. I'm sorry. This was 42 IBUs, the original. So that's the only difference is the IBUs. I wonder if they still use the Amarillo and Simcoe. I want to say that's in the original Founders all-day IPA, but we don't know. So as we look at this, this looks uniquely similar to all day, but actually looks a little bit brighter, a little bit more yellowy than dark orange. I do remember having all day frequently, and it's usually darker than this, I want to say. But there is a little bit of haze on her, not completely clear, but it's a lighter looking beer for sure with a nice pillowy head that's sticking to the side of the glass. Good carbonation treatment at the top, but nothing crazy. Low to moderate. So let's go to an aroma. Ooh, it smells good. It smells different for sure, I think. It smells really fruity and citrusy. Kind of like bright floral pininess, which reminds me of all day, but it's got this very bright citrus candied note on the front. It smells like stone fruity as well as grapefruity at the same time. Juicy lemon. I'm getting this like peachy apricot stone fruit for sure, but it's got this little slight dank floral pininess on the back end, but it smells really nice and bright. It smells pretty fresh too, like even for being a little bit older, in my book, a little bit older. It's not even 2 months old. It smells good though. Let's dive in, guys. All day, West Coast. Cheers. Well, okay. Definitely maltier than I thought, but boy, woo! Floral dryness on the back end just sucks the liquid out of your palate. That is nutty. It is so dry and floral and bitter on the back end compared to how juicy it smells on the aroma. Wow. And I do, again, apologize for this terrible lighting, guys. I'm sorry about this. It is bone dry, dude. I mean, there ain't nothing juicy about this. But boy, it's West Coasty. I mean, that's kind of what you want. We're getting that floral bittering on the back end, slight piney resinous quality that finishes the beer off of bone dry. West Coasty as hell. I like that, actually. This is super drinkable and crushable. At 4.7, drinks a little bit bigger than 4.7 at the end because of that floral bittering on the back end. But the malt, it's there. It's got this subtle malty character through the middle, but because it's only 4.7%, it's very light and it fades. And really what you're left with is that memorable hoppy bitter punch on the back end. But dry, zesty lemon. Dry peaches, like super bone dry peaches. earthy, floral, piney bitterness on the back end. That is that, guys. Like, you might get a hint of grapefruit. There might be a little of that orange quality, but I think like regular all day has more orange. This is good. It's really good, but if you're expecting juicy notes, you're going to be sadly mistaken. That's where I thought this was going for a moment, but that's how it should be for this West Coast style. It's very true to the style, and I think it's a very well-brewed beer. I like this. Certainly my style. I'm an IPA lover and a West Coast lover. This is kind of, it's what I'm looking for, man. It's good. There's got this subtle juiciness through the front and middle, but it goes away, man. It is gone. And if you've made it this far, you're going to get a little addition to this video because, you know what, guys? I'm actually going to pour this regular all day and show you the difference real quick. Let's see if it was much different than I remembered because I wanted to be sure. So they look really similar. I think. Wow, I think regular all day is a shade darker on the orangey copper spectrum, and it smells different. Yeah, regular all day, way more piney, way more malty through the middle, just like I thought. So this is completely maltier than the West Coast version. The West Coast is a hit, man. I like it a lot, but all day always been one of my favorites in the game ever. Definitely different. These aren't the same hops. The West Coast, it's just hitting all the right boxes. It's checking all the right boxes for being that style. I'm not going to keep going, guys. It's fantastic. Super pithy, a little bit of dank, dryness, floral for days and days and days. Bone dry on the back end. I love it. Super tasty. I'm going with a 4.05 out of 5. It's 4.7%. It's not meant to like blow you away, but it's giving you like double IPA qualities while being really light and refreshing still without that malty middle. So I'm a fan of this, guys. Highly recommend it. So all day West Coast, super tasty. I'll be coming back to this one. Hope they release it in normal 6-pack cans or 4-packs. I'm Dan. I'm over now. Catch you on the next review, guys. Cheers.